class. Now in this lecture we will see what are the another footprint of OEM in order to reduce the negative impact of the motorization. So there are further three foot step need to be taken by the OEM, that is exhaust statement pro technology, closed loop control technology, and integration of the multiple systems. Okay, so as we have seen, there are emission norms are developed after years by year. But whenever we are applying the emission norms, that time we are not applying the emission norms throughout the nationwide. We are only apply or we are enforcing those emission norms for the particular area of nation on the trial basis, and we are giving some buffer time to OEMs in order to have their development to develop such a system which can comply their new emission norms. Okay, so this, due to the burden of the government policy, the OEM have to develop a new compliant emission. They need to develop a new compliant emission technology. Okay, and whenever they are developing such thing, so due to that they do, for that they try to eliminate a mechanical sensors. Okay, so in case of the automobile there are many things previously. If you notice in the old vehicles or the vehicle before 90s, okay, so there are many things are did with the help of the mechanical sensor. Okay, or we can say that sensor are particularly dedicating for that one system. For example, there was a previously carburetor used in case of the Maruti Hyundai, that is Solex carburetor was used. After that Mikuni Solex come into the picture. In case of the Mikuni Solex carburetor, there is a electric start cold starting solenoid was used. Okay, so that old that cold starting solenoid was used only to overcome a cold starting problem by applying a choke, but it doesn't sharing the condition or the temperature of engine to other systems. Okay, means it is not sharing the information. So these things are work alone to their self only, and if that information we supposed to share with the ignition system. Okay, so in that way ignition system may work better to overcome the that cold starting problem, or they may the ignition system may contribute to overcome the cold starting issue, or to resolve cold starting issue as early as possible, because as that bystarter sorry, not bystarter, that choke solenoid which is used in Mikuni Solex carburetor are taking the information from the engine coolant temperature sensor. That engine coolant temperature sensor only giving feedback to that solenoid only. But if it gives a feedback to distributor, or if we give this feedback to CDI in order to make ignition timing better, then that problem may resolve easily. Okay, so here a closed looping is also sorry, here integration is important. Means the if one sensor are using for better optimum working of a particular system, and if the same information is may also useful to other system, then that thing need to be do, that is called as the integration of system. For example, ignition system can share a same or common information from the fuel injection system. Means fuel injection system and ignition system can share a data, or they require a data which are common, and they can work by communicating with each other. So that integration needs. Okay, after control loop system, whatever the decision taken by the system after the communicating with each other, whether that get achieved or not, so that need to be checked. Otherwise, if particular system is fails, means ECU sending a signal to have a 15-degree advancement spark before TDC, but spark not occur 15-degree of before TDC. Instead of that, it may occur 20-degree before TDC. So system are not working right, even though ECU sending a proper signal. So that also need to be a check. Okay, and if it is correct, then respective signal need to be forwarded to the receiver, or we can say respective feedback need to be sent to ECU. If it is not working properly, then that respective responses or the feedback need to be sent to the ECU back. So loop should be controlled. We are that means ECU said something to do, and whether it is did properly or not, that feedback we are sending to back to ECU, that is called as a closed loop control system. Okay, on that basis ECU will can intimate to driver that particular system are working properly or not by illuminating lights on the dashboard. Okay, so there are engine flashlight present on the dashboard, so particular system not working properly, either giving the order from the ECU, or either sending a signal from the ECU, then respective diagnostic trouble code will occur inside the ECU, and that engine malfunction light will be glow. And on the basis of that DTC, that is diagnostic trouble code, okay, the mechanic can rectify that thing. So here DTC is the another thing, which is for example, if spark plug is get short, okay, in that sense, for example, S1004, like DTC will generate inside the ECU memory, and whenever it generates, that time what will happen, the malfunction light on dashboard supposed to glow, just to intimate that particular spark plug gets short. Okay, if 4-cylinder engine is that, so particular spark plug supposed to short, such a signal, such a information sending or informing to the driver on dashboard by illuminating a malfunction light. Okay, so driver come to know, and whenever it goes to the mechanic will attach an engine scanner or vehicle scanner to the ECU, and he will identify what is a diagnostic trouble code is generated inside the ECU. Whenever he see notice that S1004 is there, that diagnostic trouble code is there, so that diagnostic code he will check it is for what, due to which thing it may occur. So S1004 is occurred due to the shorten of the spark plug. He directly check to he will directly check to the check that particular spark plug. So no need to diagnose entire vehicle, like in case of the human being. Whenever we are going to the doctor, whenever we are approaching to doctor asking us to what you are, how you are feeling, okay, or where pain is there, he asking to us. So in case of the vehicle, mechanic will not supposed to ask to the vehicle where is a problem. Okay, he will ask either to us or he will ask to ECU. So if we are not that much technically strong, definitely he will believe on the ECU DTC code, so that it, due to referring that it ECU DTC code, that is diagnostic trouble code, he or she can directly reach that place where the problem is occur, instead of diagnostic entire vehicle. Okay, so like in case of the human being, if something has happened, we do a complete body diagnosis. Okay, throat, blood checking, blood pressure checking, sugar checking, so that much test we are performing. So similarly in case of the vehicle also, whenever we identify a DTC code by engine scanner, okay, then it is very easy to mechanic to directly go at that point where the problem is exactly occur, because that ECU itself telling about the what is the problem is going on. Okay, giving the information exactly what's the problem actually it facing. Okay, due to the DTC code. So how it occurs, it just occur due to the integration of system and control loop system, that is closed loop control system, because we are having number of sensor. If any sensor or any actuator start malfunctioning, respective diagnostic trouble code will generate. Okay, and those library of diagnostic code is fixed, means S1004 for the Maruti vehicle is throughout the world is same, it only for a shots of spark plug. Okay, just for example. So in that manner, a DTC code is fixed, which is generated inside the ECU memory whenever something is fails. It just occur due to the closed loop control of our electronic system or autotronic system. Okay, So this is the thing the OEM have to do in order to pull down or the have a low emission. So similarly all those things to develop under the OBD2, that is onboard diagnostics 2. Under here we will have a number of sensors, number of actuators and their respective DTC code, which is indicated on the dashboard by illumination of the malfunction light. Okay, so under those technology, more than 2 or 3 systems are integrated in order to attain optimum performance. So as I told you, if some data is common for many system, for example, many system require engine temperature, many system require engine RPM, many systems require spark advancement angle. Okay, many system require that is crank positions, current crank position, okay, or camshaft position. So in that way, if common data is there, then they can share with each other. And if something data is needed to other system, okay, in that, on that basis, that particular system can work more efficiently. Okay, in that case we need to integrate, as giving the example of ignition and injection system, fuel injection system. Okay, so in case of the ignition system, if spark advancement angle is there, uh, and if it is informed to fuel injection system, then fuel injection system can decide, or simple word, if fuel send it to the combustion chamber is lean, okay, so lean fuel required a more time to burn, so definitely advancement angle should be more. So whether fuel injection system sending a rich mixture or lean mixture, if that information is not convey to ignition system, then how ignition system decide it's a advancement or retardment? Okay, so if lean mixture is sent by fuel injection system, that information should be forwarded to the ignition system. Okay, and as soon as ignition system comes to know the fuel injection system offering or forwarding a lean mixture, then definitely the advancement will be more. In that manner ignition system will work. So in that way we should have to share the data in between the two systems. So I just take the example of ignition and injection system. It may regarding to our injection system and vehicle dynamics also. In some vehicle, if I take the example of R15, okay, so there is a lean angle sensor is present. So whenever the vehicle is tilted more than 40 is more than 45 degree, if whenever we lean down or whenever we cornering any curve, that time if we lean down R15 more than 45 angle, and then a fuel pump get automatically switched off. It means what? Whenever we are tilting our two-wheeler more than 45 degree, it means it fall, okay, due to accident or due to any repairing work. Okay, so that come to the ECU, and ECU directly making fuel pump off. If accident is there, okay, then definitely due to the road friction, the fuel will fall on the road surface and fire will catch. So in that fashion, vehicle dynamics are sharing the data with your fuel injection system. So in that way we can perform optimum, or we can perform efficiently whenever we are sharing the data. So that is called as the integration of system. So those three things need to be done by OEM in order to follow those emission norms, in order to follow the other safety norms. Okay, so all those are coming into these three tasks, that is exhaust treatment process. They have closed loop control also to have to check whether system are working properly or not, and integration of system whenever something need to be communicate, the some data need to be communicated in between two systems. That is another thing, that is integration of system. Okay, so this is a just introduction of this thing, the second footprint of the, or second, third and fourth footprint of the OEM. In the next lecture we will see what is the exhaust treatment. Okay, what are the step, or what are the technology available for the exhaust treatment in case of the automotive. Thank you.